If you're really interested to learn Blender and want to create some amazing modern CG art, then check out our course which is Modern CG Art. It's available now. The link will be in my video description. Thank you. Wish you a very happy new year guys, and this is our first tutorial of 2023. Hey guys, what's up? NPS3D here and welcome back to another excited Blender tutorial. So in this tutorial I will explain how I use nature in my scene. So if you are following me from along, you probably seen I use nature a lot in my scene, and over the time I stick with an add-on which I use all the time, mostly 99% of the time, to create nature in my scene. So in this tutorial I will show you how I create the scene. I also show you the add-on, and I will also show you how to use that to create some amazing nature scene. Okay, so without any more delay, let's get started this video after this NPS3D intro. For creating this scene, I need a subject. So for the subject, I use this sofa model which is provided by this virtual BG. So thanks a lot. We have a few more options which you can probably see if you go to the 3D download model, and you can find the format. So I downloaded this in GLTF. Okay, let's close this. And by the way guys, you can also become a member of our channel to get early access tutorial just like this one. If you are a member, you already watched this tutorial 1 to 2 days early as early access. You can also become a Patreon, and you can also get some advantage there as well as. Okay, so here I am inside Blender, and here you will see all the keyboard keys which I am pressing. Okay, I will press A and delete everything, and shift A and create a plane. Press S and make it 12, so it will scale it 12 times. I'll press shift A and create a cube. This cube is 2 by 2 by 2 meter, so it will help me to understand the scale of my scene. I wanna make it more bigger, so I'll select our ground plane, press S and make it 12, so it is a lot bigger. Okay, I will select this plane and just double tap and make it ground. Now I'll press tab to go inside the edit mode, and I can press tab again to go outside of this edit mode. Okay, so tab to go inside, and right click and add subdivide, and it will add some segments in our ground. I will keep adding by pressing right click and click to subdivide option. Okay, so now we have a lots of subdivision in our ground plane. I want to displace my geometry a bit manually, so I'll select this proportional editing, and I can select any point. And by the way, you can see we have on vertex selection mode. I can select any vertex, press G to move, and with mouse scroll button I can select a range, and this is what actually the proportional editing does. So let me manually create some height into our ground. Okay, just like which we see usually in any landscape. So this looks not perfect one, but it's a good start. Right click, set smooth. So I will select my ground plane, and I will go to the modifier tab and use a modifier called displace. And guys, here you can see our plane changed our position. So first I'll delete this, select our plane, press Ctrl A and use apply scale, because if I press, and here you can see our scale of our plane. Okay, press Ctrl A and scale, and right now it's 1. Okay, go to the modifier, use a displace modifier. Nothing happens here. You can see, click on this new button, and this creates a new texture, and click here to see the texture. And on the image or movie I will choose cloud, and here you'll see it added some more details into our ground. I will increase the size, the maximum I can go to. So I will create a shift A and create a new empty, and I will choose a arrow, and here I will just double tap and make it displace. Okay, I'll select the ground, go to the modifier tab, and this is coordinates. I will change this to the object and choose the object is our displace empty. And now if I'll press S and scale it, here you can see we are doing something, right? You can see I'll select the ground plane, and this is strength. I can also play with the strength. So this looks good so far, and if I wanna change, we have all the controls. I can change anytime. Okay, so just double tap here, and this will be our setup or maybe the ground. And now it's time to load our sofa. So now let's go to the file, import, and let's choose ZLTF. Select our 3D model, import and ZLTF, and press M and move this into a new collection called sofa. Hit OK. Press slash, and you can see we are not able to see. This happened just because maybe our sofa size is bigger or maybe smaller. So I'll press N, and if I'll go to the view, here I'll make the end 10,000 and start, make it all the way back to this value, Alt P, and it will ask me to clear all the parents. So I will choose clear and keep transformation. So here you will see our object icon is different from the empty one, so I have to delete all the empty. Okay, so I'll press 7 and I'll press A to select everything, press Alt G, and it will reset to the world origin. I'll press S and scale it down, press S to scale it down, press dot to zoom, S to scale it down, dot to zoom. Okay, so now if I'll create a empty, so first let me press Ctrl A and apply all the scale, Shift A and create a new empty, and this is a cube. Press 7, SX, and basically I am trying to create a empty where I will hold this sofa. So I will parent with sofa, so that way I can move my empty sofa easily with this empty. So I will select these 3 by dragging, or maybe simply selecting one by one. So just drag and select all these 3, and in the end select this empty with holding Shift, press Ctrl P and choose object keep transform. So now I can move this sofa with this empty, and these are pretty good. I'll press slash again to unsolo. I'll just simply select this cube, delete it. Now I wanna create our camera. Okay, so I'll press Shift A and create a new camera. Press Ctrl Alt and 0.0, and it will snap our camera view to our current view which we are looking. Maybe let's move here, or let me move here. Like let me move here, and let's press Ctrl Alt and 0.0, and it will snap our camera here. So now I'll go to the output properties and change the resolution. So in this case I wanna make for 1080 by 1080p. Now I will go to the camera properties, and here is the focal length. I'm gonna make this to the 85 mm lens. Or press N and enable camera to view. So now I can move our camera. Okay, so I will find a frame which looks good to me, like over here, and then uncheck it. So now it is locked. I will select our ground plane, and I can press RZ, and I can just rotate this until I find. Let's drag and create another view, and here I can see what's going on. So I can maybe select this, scale it down a bit, press RZ and just move it. So this view is good. Ctrl A and apply the scale. I can select this empty, and I can press S to play a bit more. Now I want to create our nature. This is why you are watching this video. Okay, press T and hide all the overlays. Now let's press create, select our ground place, press N, and this is Polygonic, and it offers a lot of products. Botaniq is one of them, and Botaniq is popular for creating nature assets because it provides a lot of nature assets. If you install this add-on and open it, just click on this plus icon, and it will ask you what you wanna create. So either I can choose new, or I can use Botaniq. Choose Botaniq, and here is some variety like grass, flowers, and it also has some by default presets. And then I will choose grass because I'm going to add grass here. Okay, so I'll choose grass, and I will use a European meadow, and hit OK, and boom, we have created a lot of grass. So now you can see we have a lot of grass. Our viewport is lagging because I don't wanna see grass everywhere. I wanna see grass only where I am looking with this camera. So I'll press N, and if I'll go down, there is an option called density. If I'll click on this brush icon, it will bring this view into a wet paint, and now I can paint an area where I wanna grow the grass. So this is the camera. Okay, let's start painting. And guys, if this scene is super heavy, I can just go back, and here I can just down the numbers, maybe make it 1000, and I can go back again, and now I can just here you can see I am easily painting this. So seems pretty good. Okay, I don't think I have to paint here, so I can go here and choose subtract, and I can just disable this, okay, where I don't wanna use. So once you are happy, okay, Let's choose the add and let's keep painting over here. Okay, once you think you are done, let's recalculate density, and it will try to calculate the density, and it will add the particles accordingly. So I'll go back, and now you'll see we have a 50,000 particles. So maybe I will just make it 25,000 particles. And now it's a good time to add light in our scene. So for adding light, what I usually do in my scenes, I go to the world tab, and on the color I choose sky texture. Okay, so it's say Nisita not available in Eevee. So let me close this first, and let me fire the render over here, and you'll see our scene is totally black. Okay, with world it will be look like this. Okay, here I'll go to the render properties, and here I'll change this to cycle, also CPU to GPU, and now you can see we have our scene. Now I will go to the world properties and choose this color to sky texture, and boom guys, you can see amazing nature scene. It's not look good yet, hold on. Here are few settings which I choose all the time, so these are my pro tips. Let me go to the output properties and disable all the other outer area, okay, which I don't want. Let's go to the world properties, and here increase the ozone to 3, and also change the sun elevation to 5, so it will look like a morning or evening scene. Okay, and change the sun rotation to 90 degree, and you can see looks pretty good. I can maybe make it 110, and I can just keep changing until I satisfy. Select my sofa, and I can press RZ, and I can just add some more like this. Okay, I can select my ground plane, press RZ, and I can also rotate this a bit more. Don't move more because we already painted the lights. Okay, press RZ. So this looks good to me. I can select my sofa, and I can press GZ to make it down until it touches the ground. I can maybe scale the size, or maybe scale it down. I can press 7, and maybe I can move it over here. So looks good so far here. Okay, looks good so far here, or so far here. This is a funny joke. Yeah, this is the way how I add nature. Botaniq not only offer grass, it also offers a lot of trees, and flowers and rocks and a lot of things. So let me show you how I can add some tree here. Okay, so I will click on this plus icon, go to the new, and here I will choose tree. Rename this to the tree. Let's go to the density and choose the density which we created, like this map wet paint. Okay, click on this plus icon, and here you can see we have a lot of tree. Also we have trees here. Okay, also we have a trees in also this tropical, you can see. So I'll choose one from here and hit OK, and you can see we have a 1000 number. So let's make it 100, or maybe let's make it 50, and maybe it's just down the size. And this is the random seed, so I can just shuffle this until I find a good. Yeah, so this looks good. I can also play with the scale randomization. Okay, so there will be some bigger and some smaller. I can also create one more, or I can come down here and click on this plus icon and choose a different tree. So let's suppose if I want this one, hit OK. So it will also add that tree here. And if I want to control this tree size, just select this scale and make it 2 here, and it will adjust here. So I'll make it 1.5, and now I'll go to the plus icon again, new, and this will be maybe small, and hit OK, and again change the number maybe 100, and choose the density, the one we created earlier, and click on this plus icon and choose this smaller one. Okay, Phoenix, and hit OK, and this is bigger in size, so maybe I'll just down the scale until I satisfy, and increase the scale randomization. Play with the seed. Okay, just increase the number more. Yeah, so this looks really good. I can play with the scale randomization. And guys, here you can also add skies, but I usually prefer After Effects to add skies, and I don't know why, but I don't like the trees. So maybe I will select the tree, I'll go down, and I will select the one we created in second. I will just remove them. Okay, this looks okay to me. if I want, I can create more grass, okay, or maybe I can create some flowers. So I can press N and let's click on this plus icon and let's make it flower. Hit OK and choose 1000. It's pretty good. Density, I'll choose this one and plus and go to the flowers section. Okay, and here I will choose, maybe I don't know which will look good. Maybe I will choose this one and hit OK. And this is small, so maybe I can come over here and let's make it 2, so you can see this one. Okay, let's make it 3 and increase the scale randomization and make the number maybe 12,000. So we have a lot of flowers just like this. Let's make it 2. So basically we created some variation. Maybe I can click on this plus icon and same way I can select, there is also a white one. Yeah, this one. So I can choose this one and hit OK. And let's select the white one, scale, maybe make it 0.5. This way you can create some variety. Let's make the size 1.5. So this will be small, just like grass. Small one, and make the number maybe 200 because I don't wanna make. And just I can play with this seed value. This looks good. Press N to hide. So here I can go to the render tab, go to the film and enable transparent. So now I can just increase few things, just like go to the samples, make it 256 or maybe 512 and enable denoise. Go to the light path and enable some increase some max bounces, just like diffuse for the 8. And I can also add volume and I can increase that, and then I can just simply render image and add some post processing inside After Effects. And guys, I can also add some fog, and for adding fog there are two options. Either I can create some real volume over here, or I can simply go to the passes here and I can enable mist. And if I go to the world tab, now I have an option called mist. But if I'll click here and go to the combined and choose mist, I can see where our mist pass is, and now I can manipulate them, like how far the depth will be, like 50, and it will cover the 50 range. Okay, you can see, and that way I can also render. I will show you in a moment how I will render. Okay, so this looks good so far. I wanna just play one last time, and this time I wanna play with the lighting. So go to the world tab and this is sun rotation. I can also play the sun size, and this will help me to soft the shadows. So maybe let's make it 5, and you can see it's helped me to soft the shadow. And maybe I am not sure about the, I will press R and Z and just rotate this. Guys, I'm a little confused over here. So let's select this, press N and choose the tree one, and let's shuffle the. Okay, so I'm going to leave it here, but you can definitely play more to see what's work perfectly. Okay, and last thing I wanna change the sun rotation. So let's make it 90 and see. Wow, so this looks really beautiful, and I can maybe make it like 15 and let's see. This looks also good, just like sun is coming from behind. Okay, you can see. I start playing and see what will work and what will work not. So it is also looking good, but 270, let's see. So maybe I can render multiple copies. Okay, and that will also do the job. So I'm going to render this one. Okay, and let me show you how I will. So I'll just simply disable this first, go to the render and render image, and now let's go to the image, save as, and save this into the color, and this will be PNG. Make it 16-bit, compression down the compression, and save as image. You remember we also enable mist pass. Choose the combined, select the mist and go to the image, save as, and this will be our, and same I will make it 16 and down the compression and save as image. Ctrl S to save this project and close this, and let's open After Effects. Let's import our color and mist pass and click import here. Okay, select our color and drag and drop to this icon, and this is our image. Now let's import a sky image. Okay, and this is the sky. Press S and make it, scale it down. Okay, you can download a sunrise image and that will work definitely. I will add our mist pass. Okay, just drag and drop it here and just change this to the screen. And now guys, this is the magic. Now I can press add a tint effect, and here I will change the color to maybe orange, green, blue, whatever I want, and things will look magical. You can see, let me just add little orange. Okay, press T and down the opacity. So this is before and this is after. It's up to you if you wanna keep it. Okay, and you can also add some color grading, and after that this will be the final result. You can play a bit more and things will look more cool. And before closing this video, I wanna share my upcoming course teaser. Please take a look. Alright guys, so I hope you will show some love on this tutorial, and also when I will publish my course, please share this as much you can. And I hope you really enjoy learning this tutorial, and in future I will make some more cool tutorials, so just subscribe our channel so you will not miss anything. And this is it guys, I am NPS3D and I will see you next time. This is it for now.